copyright-free songs for the intro. They just reapplied for monetization. I'm so excited because I know I'm going to get denied. But hey, one can be optimistic, right? So I'm hoping to know more about that. I don't know. They say they have 30 days. They said the same thing with the video. So maybe it'll be sooner than that. I'm just going to keep reapplying every single time until I get approved. Yes. So thank you so much, Fantasy Idea. It's nice to see you. We're going to talk about this. I've avoided it like the plague. Yeah. I have avoided it like the plague. But this whole situation has gotten really ridiculous. And I'm going to be very careful with what I say, right? I'm going to be very careful with what I say, especially when we get to the Alex Jones interview. That's the part where I'm going to have to be careful. But just like I can stop watching you, you can stop watching them. I can avoid anyone I want by just not watching or listening. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Doesn't mean I can't cover it, right? If you're going to say my freedom of speech, then you have the freedom to be criticized. And that's what we're going to do. Now, when it comes to, we'll get to the whole situation with Alex. But because I was avoiding the situation with Tim Pool, which was ridiculous, we're going to start there. But I want to start off by saying, like, my biggest issue when it comes to Tim Pool is he is doing to the queer community what he's dehumanizing them. And he's doing it over and over and over again. Whether it is tweets or his videos, I have a real big issue. And it actually feels like, I don't think Tim's far right. He always says he's a, I don't know, liberal that used to be a liberal or something. And he's a centrist. He's definitely not centrist. He's definitely right-leaning. When I think of far right, I think of Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes, which we'll get into the conversation here about that in a minute. But Tim has definitely got some really fucked up views when it comes to the queer community. Really fucked up views. Nerda has balls of steel, or I mean squeal. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love that. Fence sitter. Now, he's definitely not a fence sitter. Definitely. That may be what he says, but actions speak louder than words, right? Like, I had a huge issue with what he said when it came to Club Q. I've shared my thoughts on that with the shooting that happened. And there was lost life. And instead, Tim messages out or tweets out on his social media, there was a grooming event the night before. It's called a drag show for adults. It's not a grooming event. It's absolutely ridiculous. This inflation between the queer community and grooming is ridiculous. Just like what Kanye says about all Jewish people, Tim does to the queer community with zero self-awareness. Zero self-awareness to what he's actually saying. And he doesn't just do it to the queer community. Like in the interview we're going to talk about, basically, he says, well, you'd be really good with the black vote. And then goes, but not all Jewish. You can't, if you're going to hyperbolize one, you can't have one off limits and not the other. Now, I don't like grouping people together at all when it comes to demonizing someone, right? Because then you dehumanize them. And that's a huge issue with social media. So if we're looking at this situation and going, well, everyone in the queer community, or everyone that are black, or everyone that are Jewish, that's an issue. And they all do it. And to be fair, we all do it at some point or another, right? Even if it's accidental, if you do something and you don't realize it, okay, you fix your mistake, you move on. But honestly, I have a huge issue with what he's doing to dehumanize these people. And it's not just him. There are a lot of them. I talked a long while back about basically what we had from, what was it, Steven Crowder being I'm going to use the word grape. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Apologist. I have an issue with them claiming they're, covering this situation with children. We care about the children. Yet you've got really weird videos from Matt Walsh defending Harvey Weinstein, questioning the age of consent. Like, it's all just absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. And, and sometimes I wonder if it's a little bit of projection. Like, I got really mad the other day. Not really mad. I mean, on my backup channel, I put a little bit more political stuff sometimes, right? And then when I went through my channel and went back through stuff that I wanted to delete after my appeal, I put all of it on my backup channel. Just, it's all on, I have backup on BitChute and stuff, but I put it all on there too, whatever I deleted. But I put a video that I had seen of Nick Fuentes, and he's disgusting, talking about we need to take back the media. We need to basically take back all the votes. We need to make sure, that women can't vote. And then there was more stuff about having sex is gay, even if it's with a woman. Having sex with a woman is gay. Like, it got removed. The moral of that story was it got removed because Nick Fuentes is not allowed on this platform, right? I think he got kicked off, I don't know, before I even had a channel. And then basically he can't be on a short, but he can be on a podcast. If someone can make it make sense, go for it. But as of right now, it just seems like because Tim Cass has become basically at this point, right, mainstream right-leaning media, he gets a little bit of privilege in that sense. Yeah. And yeah, Nick is a Holocaust denier. Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, some of the stuff that I have seen come out of his mouth are something that I would never expect a human being would say. Period. End of story. Period. But I don't know if he finds it funny or he tries to be like edgy and like, oh, I'm counterculture or something. I don't know. But it's not funny. It's actually quite gross. And the fact that he has a following, like, he's not on regular social media. I don't know. I'm assuming I know it's like America First or American Freedom, or I know it's AF because I always see it in the corner of the little videos. So he must have a website like Alex Jones has with InfoWars, right? He must have some sort of ability to have some sort of platform. Not a huge one, but it's scary enough that people take him seriously enough to follow him. It's pollution of the mind. And speaking of pollution of the mind, that's what they've done to. Now, Kanye, first and foremost, has some mental illness, right? That's very clear. Not an excuse, but it's clear. He's talked about it previously. He's gone off and basically emotionally abused Kim Kardashian to a point where it was getting scary, doxed his children. Like, there is issues here. Another big issue with all of this, though, is that right-wing media is using him. They're exploiting a clearly mentally ill man for their own financial gain, right? They are exploiting his mental illness for financial gain. All right, well, that's fine. It's capitalism, right? There's nothing I can do about it. That is what's going to happen. But even like, what was it? Tim Cass or Tim Pool, one of the channels that he has. I seen it was like, he walked off of the set. We're going to talk about that one first. And then I seen him like in his members only. He's got behind the scenes and stuff. Like, I get it. I do, but it just seems to be a little exploitative in nature. Just saying. But I find it all pretty sickening. Wait, what link are you guys talking about? Exploiting a mentally ill male sounds like what they're doing to Dylan Dulvenay. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I have no idea. But let's get to now. I did the dumbest thing this morning. I'm not even kidding. So I downloaded the full Alex Jones. I don't know what the show's called. InfoWars, right? And I was like, how am I going to share this? Good morning, Jay. How am I going to share this? So I'll put it on my channel as unlisted, and I'll write the timestamps down and all of that. How was that so dumb? Albus, thank you so much. Let me bring up my stream elements. I'm so sorry. I didn't. That Albus idiot just tipped $5. Wonderful name. I didn't even have it up yet. Immediately when I uploaded it, because I'm dumb, I didn't think about it. It was like, said rejected. And it's like hate speech. I'm like, oh yeah, duh. I didn't get in trouble or anything, but that was a dumb move on my part. Let me bring it up. I'm trying to do it on my phone so I don't have to do it on here. I did not say hello to everybody individually. I apologize. That Albus idiot. Good morning, everyone. Have some coffee and a great day ahead. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Actually, I should bring it up on the computer so I can actually put it up here. That way I can show it off. Thank you so much. Coffee is my most consumed anything ever. And that's really sad. Okay. Oh, I got two. Okay. Let's do these and then we'll go to the we will go to the first Tim Pool stuff. I don't know why people excuse his behavior. I actually think he is just as dangerous in a different way. Okay. The Albus Idiot, $5. Good morning, everyone. Have some coffee and a great day ahead. You too. I appreciate you. And Robert, I didn't even see you in the chat. I did get the link you sent me, though. Robert, thank you so much. What bothers me most is these guys have gotten so triggered that they are triggered by at the very existence of those they hate, like drag queen gays, and that they say it's all sexual as an excuse. Is it not all showing up here? Let me see. But anything straight isn't. Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying. It's performative, right? It is no different. Like I hate to break it to a lot of people, but you've been enjoying drag for years, right? Whether it's Miss Dollfire or plays, Shakespearean plays, drag's always been around. And even when we go into the stuff with the Holocaust, right? Trans people were people that were targeted. People in the LGBTQ community were also targeted. Gypsies also targeted. There's nothing sexual about a drag show inherently. That's just a show. Yes, there are raunchy ones. There are very, very raunchy ones. But those are for adults. I have seen I have seen some pictures that I think are I would be questioning the parents, where you've had like oh, what was the guy's name? I don't remember the little boy's name. He was a pretty famous, he was like 12 or 13. He was a pretty famous I don't remember. Basically with somebody that was half nude next to him. Um I'm not that person's parents. I don't get to decide. Neither do you. I would have an issue with it. Right? I would personally have an issue with that. Desmond, thank you so much, Shane. Um, but I'm not their parents. I don't get to decide what other people do. And if you're gonna say that like a just normal drag show, or like even I've seen a lot of people saying, was it like a drag queen story hour? Just they're just reading to kids. If you don't like it, then volunteer your time and go and do it. I had a birthday yesterday. Good birthday. Good birthday. Good birthday, Loki. Happy birthday, Loki. But yeah, just like we're going to talk probably about the right wing quite a bit today. Just like with them, there are bad apples in all group. That doesn't spoil the whole bunch. Same with drag queen, same with LGBT community, same with everything, right? So that's why I think it's a good idea to call out your own, right? Because, if either side, there's going to be bad side. There's going to be bad people. Now, again, if there's a point where it gets too much, yeah, sure, okay. But that's not this community. That's not the LGBT community. And the right wing has done a massive underplay to conflate anything queer. And I mean anything, exactly, Jay. Anything in the LGBT community with grooming. Because what's the worst thing? What is the worst thing you can call a person? The worst thing. Think about it in your head. It's a pedo. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. It's a PEDO. Because that shuts down the conversation. Remember when the left did that with the word Yahtzee? Right? Because that shuts down the conversation. That is exactly what the right has done to the LGBT community. And it's really, really scary for these people. And what we're seeing is, good morning, Southern, I haven't seen you in a while, is stuff like Q. Now, actions are that of their own, right? The shooter, his actions are his, but it does not help. When you have constant rhetoric that these are terrible people, it is radicalizing people to a point that is scary, right? Those are bad seeds and all. Yes. Yes, that's what I just said. And those should be called out, but not used as an example to go after all of them. No one should do that on either side. And that's exactly right. I understand it's human nature. Sometimes we accidentally will, right? We absolutely will, even if we don't realize it. But you got to realize, like, if you want to talk about PEDOs, again, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be very careful with my words here. You have to talk about the Catholic Church. Don't pretend like that's not the biggest aggressor in this. If you look it up, you can fact check me, I don't care. 330,000 cases reported. Biggest aggressor in that situation. And you know how, have you noticed this trend with like the quartering and a couple other people, libs of TikTok, basically calling out teachers for everything, right? They're calling out teachers for stuff that they don't like. Actually, I watch most of those just to see what, they don't like. And a lot of times it's really decent. There's nothing wrong with it. But I shared a video on here. I seen it early, and I was really giving these people the benefit of the doubt that they would share it too. Because there was a teacher that was talking to a group of young Black men, maybe 12, 13 years old, saying basically, I am a white supremacist. I believe in ethno-state. I believe that my race is superior. That is a indoctrinating, propagandist teacher. They didn't call that out. They didn't call that out. It was radio silence. To my understanding, I didn't see anyone call it out. Like, I really didn't see anyone call it out. Nope. But the people like the Quartering have no problem calling out a teacher because she wears a badge that says she's a safe person to talk to. That's all it is. She's a safe person to talk to. That's it. But they never call out the white supremacy or the actual bigoted people. Think about this. They're not calling out people that say white people are the best. They are calling out people that say, I am a safe teacher if you need to talk to me. Let that sink in. That teacher would get booted out of 99% of schools for saying that. To my understanding, I assume they did. I didn't follow up on the story, but I would bet all the money I make this month and next year that he did. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. But he did absolutely say it. And these kids, these poor little kids were like, what? Like, sitting there, you're telling me at 12, as a 12-year-old Black man, that you think you're better than me? He's like, yeah, I think my race is superior. Wow. Radio fucking silence. Radio silence. Okay. Finding out a team because she had a curvy body and it made, wait, what? They called out a female Latina teacher because she had a curvy body and it made the parents angry. What? How dare you have a beautiful body? What were you thinking? That's so weird. Like it's really weird. I don't quite understand that one. Yeah. See what I mean? This is absolutely disgusting. But guess what? They don't call that out. They will call out a teacher for saying, I'm a safe person to talk to. Or even if it's cringe, and it is cringe sometimes, right? Respect my pronouns. I'll respect yours. But no. Don't call this out. Okay. You really care about the kids. I don't believe you for a fucking second. Not for a second. All right, let's take a look at this. This is actually not Tim's video. This is, I think, the New York Post, but it's only a clip anyway, right? It really is. Are all Catholic priests pedos? No, of course not, but they are the largest amount that have been reported, right? It's pretty gross. And then you need to start, if you have that statistic, you need to start looking into why. You need to start with a solution. Have they? Not to my understanding. She's a kindergarten teacher too, the curvy girl. Oh, well, you know what? Just tell her to put on a potato sack shirt, right? Just wear something like real, I don't know. There's no reason why she can't look pretty. That's ridiculous. Oh, yay, we get to watch Ye throw a tie. Again, want to preface by saying, clearly, he is mentally ill, but clearly, that doesn't excuse his behavior.
Yeah, I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they, though?
We can't say they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking
It is
about
them, though, isn't it? I mean, because
No.
because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018,
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about, are you leaving?
He literally asked him a question. What do you mean it's not? And then walked out. Okay, didn't you at least want your question answered? Okay, my biggest thing here is can you imagine? So, what was it? Less than a week beforehand, Ye or Kanye, whatever, I have no problem calling him either, announced that he was running for president. Okay? He announced that he was running for president. You remember the debates last year? Do you remember the debates between Hillary and Trump? Do you remember any of those debates? At the slightest pushback from Tim Pool, he jumped ship like a petulant child. All he said was, "Who are they?" And Tim said, "The media." And then, of course, Nick Fuentes chimes in and says, "Well, it is them, isn't it? It is them, isn't it? It is them." We know exactly what he meant. They were talking, obviously, about Jewish people, and they aren't even hiding it anymore at all. Robert, thank you so much. Bad seeds on either side need to be called out, not defended. But we should not condemn the entirety of those in the same group as the bad seeds. Of course. That's nothing more than both sides are then taking advantage of a situation and pushing an agenda. Both are wrong and hypocritical, right? And like I said, it is human nature to accidentally do that, right? But you should be able to realize it. Am I saying that all Catholic priests are bad? Fuck no. Fuck no. I grew up in a Catholic church, kind of. It was down the road, and it was like, it had an awesome, what's it called? It had an awesome library, and I would walk down there. And I went to catechism when I was in first grade. Great priest. Great priest. There's an issue. You need to find out what's going on to cause this. Absolutely, you do. But at the same sentiment, no. Of course, many people are just people of God. Many just want to do the right thing. And I think that's wonderful. But you can't, you have to call out your own. You don't hide it. And that's what the Catholic Church was known for a very long time, was hiding it. You don't do that. I understand it might make you look bad. I get it. It's going to make you look bad. Hey, Angelo, thank you so much. Let me bring it up. I appreciate that. I always forget to check that. It's really bad. I don't even remember how to get there. Maybe my subscribers. Angela, thank you so much. $10. Oh my gosh. Thanks for playing Gotham Knights first. It's always fun to hang out with you. You're a sweet person. I really hope YouTube does the right thing and pays you. Till then, I'll help out with what I can. Take care and bless, Angelo. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. I don't remember what I was saying. This is my brain. Not even on drugs. This is my sober brain, not thinking. We were talking about the Catholic Church. Yeah. Because of what Robert said. But Tim wouldn't even say the word Jewish people. Why? But it didn't come up. He was talking about the media, right? And you'll see a lot of these, like, even out, it's so funny. Now, I'm going to talk about some of you guys might not like. I started watching Xander Hall a couple years ago, and he talked about these people JQing. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't get it. So I Googled it. And I found out what it meant. And I was like, nah, that's not real. Sorry, that's not real. I didn't actually realize it was real until Politically Provoked went on The Amazing Lucas and were just the most absolute disgusting people ever. And then I started to see the dog whistles. I didn't see them, right? When they're talking about people, globalist or elitist or something, they're JQing, and I didn't see it because I didn't know. I don't think that way, right? But there are signs that are right in front of you what they're talking about. And I was like, holy shit, this person wasn't crazy. This person wasn't crazy. So I don't know. I didn't see this one. Is that it? All of it?
Are you afraid of the press?
Freaking giant. Yeah, that's it. Honestly, it's just like a child. Like a child. Absolutely walked out. And I'm no Tim Pool fan whatsoever. I've made that clear. Child. There's no way you could actually be anyone's president, for one. Acting the way you do. It wouldn't happen. For two, if you can't take that very small amount of pushback, then there's no point of even trying. There's no point of even trying. Yes, I did see this morning that he got banned. Angelo asked if he was banned from. Oh wait, was it Angelo? I seen someone ask. Oh, Sultan asked if he was banned. He wasn't initially, to my understanding. But now he is because he put out, and I can't show you. You will have to Google this. I can't show you that. A symbol that he made that was a holy shit. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to use this because it makes it so I don't have to say it. Yes, in the middle. He literally made it and tweeted it out. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? And now I see a whole bunch of the pundits that had him on. You got to remember, this all started with him being on the Daily Wire when he was doing stuff with Candace Owens where they wore it was some event that they wore a White Lives Matter shirt. And then he was on, I think, with Shapiro. I know he went on with Tucker Carlson. He's made the rounds, right? All of the right-wing mainstream media. When you think of it, he's been there. And now he's actually pushing back on, I guess, pretty much, we may get to that video where he makes fun of Shapiro in the most racist way possible. In the most racist way possible. I can't believe this man. People are still taking him seriously. Like, I even seen someone in the chat saying he was trolling. He ruined his career for a troll. No, he's not trolling. He's not trolling. Come on now. Even if he is a performer by nature, right? Because he creates music. I actually don't know if I know any of his songs. I'm going to have to Google that. I'm sure I do. But I honestly have no idea. Let me look. Runaway. I don't know. I guess I would have to hear them. It's funny that the only thing. Oh, he sings that gold digger stuff. Okay. Hey, I actually liked that song. I do. That's funny. Yes, I do know that song. Okay, so I do know his music. But he ruined it. He was a billionaire, lost a huge chunk of his money. He's ever since that point deteriorating mentally is the best way to put it. But narcissism may be inside the core of it all. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. So we are going to bring up the stuff with Alex Jones, which is really the crux of it, right? Because it was dumb. He acted like a child, right? He basically threw a temper tantrum. But everyone was like, all right, he's a child. Okay, whatever. Then he goes on Alex Jones because Alex Jones is not on YouTube. He doesn't have to censor him, so to speak. He doesn't have to watch what he says. And he does not watch what he says. Now, when this all started, I don't know if you guys remember specifically, but I posted something that one of his friends had said, basically, that he loves Hitler. He was obsessed with Hitler. He wanted to name his first album Hitler. Okay. Weird. But people in the comments were like, oh, that's a fucking lie. I bet that source is fake. No, it was not. And who cares about Alex Jones? Most people have no idea who Alex Jones is. Alex Jones is a household name, Eric. Alex Jones is absolutely a household name. Like, even with whether it doesn't matter your political affiliation, most people know who he is. And if they didn't before, after the Sandy Hook trial, the defamation case that he lost, he absolutely is. He absolutely is. Alex Jones filed a personal bankruptcy. Can he do that? Does it matter if it's... I know with the Amber Heard case, because it was malicious, she cannot. Personal bankruptcy protection in Texas on today as he faces 1.5 billion. Okay, that's a lot of money. I don't know how they got to that number. In court judgments over conspiracy theories he spread about. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Ridiculous. He's not a household name. The average normie has no idea who Alex Jones is. Oh, okay. Hold on. We're going to test this. We're going to test this live. I'm going to ask my dad, who's the biggest normie ever, and we'll see if he knows who Alex Jones is. Do you know? We'll see. He'll take a minute to reply, but we'll see because he's super, super normal. Like, roadie, like, Alice Cooper, Aerosmith are my jam. Like, totally normal old man. I think he's more known than y'all think. I'm sure. Oh, he's writing right now. This is live. He's the Gay Frogs guy. Yeah, exactly. Yep, he knows who he is. I'm not trying to be an asshole, Eric. I wasn't sure. I honestly wasn't sure. I don't know. I think there's a chance that he's less known than what I think, but I mean, he's got a big fan base.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Can you guys hear that before I play it? What a joke. Everyone knows Alex Jones. Yeah, even if it's just for the memes, right? Now my dad thinks I'm weird asking about it. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. Of course, Robert, no one knows who EVS is. No. Well, yeah, of course. Nobody knows who EVS is, but they know who Alex Jones is. He's a political pundit that made a name for himself by saying edgelordy, elaborate, false, many times false, hateful things. He's made a name for himself, even if it's just the memes.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can.
What is this? Are they running like B-roll as they're live? I didn't even realize it. Hold on.
I see good things about Hitler also.
All right, we needed. You know what? I was going to let it play through, but I can't. We're gonna dissect this piece by piece. There's no other good way to do this. Why cover his face? Yeah, let's start there. Actually, I could probably make that bigger so it looks better. Oh, that's terrible quality. My apologies, guys. What he's wearing on his face is Balenciaga. Balenciaga. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Gary from Nerdrotic had him on a couple of times. I remember that and I was like, well, okay. I would have been a little nervous, right? With that big of a platform that it wouldn't get mass reported. But I don't think it did. I don't know that there was a reason to remove it. I didn't watch. I forget. I do remember watching it, but I don't remember what was said on it. So that what he's wearing is Balenciaga. And Erica's absolutely right here. I don't know what he's trying to do. I'm not a fan of anybody that would have their ad campaign be them holding a teddy bear. That is very BDSM. And then, if you want to continue that, the papers in the background. Now, a lot of times companies will print out papers that are old court cases, but I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in it. I don't. That had to do with CP. Not going to say the word. I don't believe in coincidences. It's very fucking weird and disgusting. Again, the people in the picture, not my kids. I can't tell them what to do. But I find it weird, right? I find it very weird. Balenciaga is trash, in my opinion. So Kanye wore it, right? Nothing you see in the ad is ever a coincidence. Yeah, I don't really believe in coincidences. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. Far too many times coincidences have come true. Well, very rare occasion, but like when it comes to stuff like that, media, personalities, like, you know, if you accidentally trip and then you trip later in the day and you trip twice in a day, it was a coincidence. That's fine. But when it comes to stuff like this, yeah, I don't believe in coincidences. Just that, why not have the old, you know, court cases of civil rights or anything? It's far too weird. Balenciaga's gross. Fucking gross. And I would find it very weird if anyone defended them. No, anything with kids. And again, this has nothing to do with the queer community, but I did see people trying to say that, right? Which is so weird. They said I need to learn from this. I want to personally apologize for the wrong artistic choice of concept for the gifting campaign with kids that I have my... Yeah. Sorry, don't care. I don't care if they're sorry. It's gross. It's a cool name, though. Like, I like saying the word Balenciaga. It's a pretty word. Really, really dumb thing to say right now. We're going to actually watch this. But I am going to pause it way too often, guys. Sorry. And it went little. You jerk.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
So I think what Jones is doing here is trying to, and I noticed this multiple times, right? Trying to get an answer to make him look better for the soundbite, right? They're calling you something mean. You're not that. Correct. All he had to do was say yes. Fix his image? Yes, fix his image. I thought you meant like, you want me to fix it like it looks bad. Robert, can you find a picture of the ad, the link in the description? Or I mean in the chat. Because if I switch over to show Zeke, I want him to be able to see it, but I don't want to have to switch over while we're in the middle of this. I would appreciate it. Jones is trying to steer the ship away from Nazi Town. He did this many times.
I see good things about him.
Demonized.
Many times. And he actually comes up speechless a couple of times, which is fucking insane. You know it is bad when you can make Alex Jones speechless and look like the sane-ish one in the room, right? Like there aren't too many people. There are, but Alex is pretty fucking far right and extremist. Like you've got like him, Politically Provoked, Nick Fuentes. I don't know because I'm not familiar with that side. Matt Walsh, right? I would put him in there too. Like when you're making this person look really sane, it's weird. It's really weird.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also.
Do you want me to get the what did you the Balenciaga ad, Robert? If you can, if not, that's fine too. It's not a biggie. But what? Okay. Kanye, just do me a favor. Read some of the people that survived. Read their story. Look at how many people died. Look at how many people they used basically enhanced pesticides, right? Starts with a B. I can't remember the name of it. And gas them. Go and visit where there are nail marks on the walls that were 3 foot thick. And people could still hear the screams outside as these people died. But you like him. What? Is he hiding? Is he wearing a mask to hide his face? I don't know. Butane, thank you. I don't know. I honestly don't know why. I that's the only thing I can think of is to tie it back with the Balenciaga stuff, which to cause outrage. Like if I'm not gonna piss him off about the Yahtzee stuff, I'm gonna piss him off about the weird ad. Like I just don't understand what. Hey, you actually put on shoes? Oh, I love Shu. She's awesome. If you guys ever get a chance, you should check out her channel. She's awesome. But I don't understand. Jones agrees with what Kanye says 100%. He just doesn't like how straight Kanye is because of his lack of filtering. It exposes them after they gave him a platform to Ye's anti-Semitic BS. Yes, absolutely. And that's why I said earlier, I never noticed until I started looking for it with the JQing, the dog whistles, right? Because what's so unique about a dog whistle, right? And when you blow it, only a dog hears it. So I never noticed it, right? Until you start to see him saying stuff about the globalist, the elitist. Who do you think he's talking about? some crazy cabal of people around the world. No, he's talking about what Kanye is talking about.
I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love,
What?
us, and you.
So he's going with the I'm a Christian, I love everyone. Okay. Well, this might be a little bit controversial, but I definitely think some people are a waste of space. And it is very, very rare that I would say that. Very rare. I would say that about Hitler and the Nazis. I would say that about Stalin. But he is saying, I love everyone. Okay. All right. Ye was wearing Balenciaga to mock Kim. What? Because she spoke out against the ad campaign days before. Are you serious? He wants to mock his ex-wife, the mother of his children. And I think it's great she spoke out about that ad. I think it's great she spoke out. I didn't know she did. But I think it is great she spoke out about it. Why would he want to mock that? Oh my God. That does make sense, though. That does make a lot of sense. I had no idea. Albus. That Albus person. Albus, thank you so much. I'm trying to get it to load up. It's frozen. You're so nice, Albus. You are crazy nice. Maybe your cats drink coffee too. You know what? They do not. They do not, but they will appreciate it anyways. You know what? They're crazy enough, and Albus wants to give those cats coffee. Are you insane? Are you? I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. Because he has to pay her $200K a month in child support, so he's trolling her every chance he gets. Wow, what a stand-up guy. Not that Kim's a stand-up person. Not saying that. But what a didn't he name his kid North? So the name's like Northwest. I don't know why I kind of like that. Why is this in the background? Why is this at their B-roll? Doesn't it feel a little bit propagandized? Why would you put this in the background? Honestly, what was the need? You're doing an interview, right? I don't get it. The trash dashians? Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool she spoke out, but I'm not a Kardashian person. I've never been a person that likes that kind of celebrity. I honestly don't even know what Kim's famous for, besides like having a big old booty, and I think she may be a fashion designer. Maybe that's why she's famous. Same thing with like Paris Hilton and shit. I don't know why they're famous. I just know them. Then again, Stalin killed millions, and young people see Marxism as cool. They do? Yeah, I don't see any young people. I see some communists like on TikTok and stuff. But I don't see a whole lot. What's really unfair about that statement is, yes, Stalin was a piece of crap. Yes, obviously. But let's not pretend like capitalism doesn't kill people every day also, right? Whether it's through poverty or bank or business deals or really, if we take a look, like we could do a deep dive. Is there any ethical consumption in capitalism? No, probably not. Not that I'm not a capitalist, because I am. But doesn't mean it doesn't deserve its criticism also. And just for that simple statement, I will get called a communist because you are not allowed to question capitalism or ethical capitalism without being called a commie. So I'm everybody's favorite commie. Just so you know. All right, let's look here.
You can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this
Does
guy
anybody know specifically what he's talking about with the contracts or with the pornography? Because he's the one wearing Balenciaga right now, right? Which wasn't pornography, but regardless, he's the one doing that. And actually, I really don't have a huge issue with sex work if that's where he's going with that. But you're a sheep. You already said Jones talk about Jews. Okay, you're a sheep. Oh, wait, that person argued with me before. Bull, you support BreadTube channels. I actually don't support. I'm a broke ass. No, I don't. You mean I watch their videos? Yeah, I watch Xander Hall. He also advocates for white genocide. That is absolutely false. That's false. Falsely claims people are Nazis. Sure. Doesn't mean I agree with them. I'm able. You know, it's a crazy concept, right? It's actually really crazy. And this is some asinine ass shit right here. I am able to watch people I don't agree with, right? I'm able to watch a Tim Pool video and not lose my fucking mind because I don't agree with him. I am able to watch Xander Hall and not agree with everything he says. Isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't it? He doesn't advocate for white genocide. That's factually incorrect. You guys, the funny thing about this is I've seen someone saying, oh, people are evil that call other people Nazis. They're evil. They're evil. Those SJWs. Fucking no self-awareness. No self-awareness. No, he doesn't. Prove it. Here, we're going to leave this up on the screen till he proves it. We will leave it up on the screen until he proves it. I have watched him for years and never heard him say a damn thing like that. I bet you can't watch EBS for long. Oh, that's because it's cringe. There's a difference between not agreeing and seeing something cringe. I actually did watch an EBS video maybe 2 days ago. It was about cash grab, I believe is what it's called. Because I wanted to see what it was. And I'm nosy as fuck. I'm nosy. So we're waiting, Lancer. What it also feels like here is he was wronged. And I'm not saying he wasn't wronged by somebody that was Jewish even, right? He was wronged by somebody that, whether it was his contracts or his banking, and he blames the entirety. He flat out advocates for, I'm waiting for the proof, right? The first video ever linked of his in his community post. You mean like years ago? He's never advocated for that. You are absolutely insane. Find it and show me the proof. Just waiting. We'll leave that up there.
Invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician. You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good.
Because he killed millions of people. You realize that, right? Like, he does realize that, right? Xander is a no-dick energy YouTuber. Yeah. But I like him. He's not crazy. Like, he just... The issue I have with him is, like, his topics are super old. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I never said his stuff was great. I said I liked it. We're still waiting for proof. I will give you 5 minutes before I ban you because you're just spreading lies at this point.
And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. Generally, 99.9 do. I'm sorry. 99.99999 do. Had he talking about, oh my God, I was going to do the whole like letters thing, you know, when it came to the Johnny Depp trial, I would say JD and AH. Okay, so we're gonna go back to AH. You know what I'm talking about. I can just say Adolf. I'm not monetized, so I don't know. But had he been never born, millions upon millions of people would have not been tortured, starved, emaciated. They would have lived a normal life. Millions of Jewish people, of gypsies, of queer people would have be alive to have a legacy. You are a leftist, white, dumb fuck. Oh, so now you're racist too. Holy shit. It doesn't take long for them to show you who they really are. Believe them when they tell you who they are. We found out that Lancer is an anti-white male. Technically, I'm wrong. He's not an anti-white male, or I'm wrong about something else. And let's be fair here. It wouldn't be the first time, Shane. All right, we're going to go on to the next one. Wait, was there anything left in that?
Especially Hitler.
Oh my God.
You're not a Nazi.
How did I miss that? I was going to go buy it.
That they brought to the table. Especially Hitler.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You can't be racist towards whites? Sure you can. Fuck yes you can. Oh, you're one of those lefties who's like power plus privilege? No. I don't believe that shit.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Wait, is this the same video?
Well, I see.
Wait. It looks like, okay, we got a continuation here. Kanye West is a rapper. Why would you praise? Yeah. Actually, no, but then again, I come from a country with political spectrum that is not as narrowed down as one. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's really easy to you just let people talk, they end up showing their ass. And that was very clear. So I'm going to take this. Oh, I did take it down. Clearly he has no idea. You guys, your side advocates my side. I have no side. And you are clearly racist. You literally just proved you were. Like, you literally just fucking made fun of white people, right? Where is it at? And I'm not even a leftist. That's hilarious. Doesn't take long, right? You guys can ban him. He's a fucking douchebag. He is lying and being racist. And I don't care. I'm not in for it. Hello, Carrie.
I've said it, the most Nazi-like activities I've seen, and the Nazis.
Bye, Felicia.
Did a lot of really bad things.
Wait, what did he say? Nazis and thugs. What?
Nazis, in my view, were thugs that shook people down, did a lot of really bad things.
But they did good things too. We're going to stop.
Jesus fucking great. What? I'll let him talk.
Stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
Okay.
He wants people to stop dissing the Nazis all the time. That's not a fucking dream. That's what this idiot said.
And the Nazis are.
Yes, Carrie is absolutely correct. Carrie is absolutely correct. Hello, Hooded Justice. You just... I'm speechless.
All the time.
Okay, we're going to get to that. You know,
How do you make one of the craziest men, the man? I still find it entertaining, but you know that like freaking frogs gay thing? Like, how do you make that man speechless? How? Lord have mercy. I think this is another one. What he meant was Nazis aren't all bad because some of them make good cookies. What? Cookies are delicious. But still.
You know, it's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
so you're in love with the look of it.
And he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect.
I love how he's like, that's just like factually incorrect. Just because I know I run into this a lot, right? People are like, oh, this is objectively bad. Or that is objectively good. The word you're looking for is subjective, right? Because art is subjective, but factually, saying that he didn't factually kill these people. And of course, we can go into history as written by the victors and all of that stuff too. But when there's so much proof, where are you? Who is feeding you these ideas? Who is feeding you this rhetoric? And then more importantly, who on your team is not taking the opportunity to say, look, don't get in front of a microphone. Do some research. Do this. Take some time off social media. Do anything you possibly can. But don't go on Alex Jones and say this shit. Nick Fuentes. Yeah, but what's weird to me, what's really weird to me about that, Sultan, is Nick Fuentes is like, I can't believe they're working together. I don't understand because, unless it's just because he's a big celebrity, which is probably exactly those, you know, what it is. But Nick Fuentes, I will just say, okay, he's a racist piece of shit. He doesn't like black people. He's openly said that before. He doesn't hide it. Why they're working together is beyond me. What's even weirder is it shows you that Kanye has no self-respect. He has zero self-respect for himself as a black man. To work with somebody like Nick Fuentes, who's openly talked about, you know, well, I respect black people more because I'll tell them to stop committing crimes, or I'll use the N-word, or this, or this, or this. Times are getting dark for sure, Fabio. For fucking sure. And it's really, really scary. Anonymous, I can't thank you. There's no name. There's no name. But thank you so much, whoever you are. I appreciate you. Nick Fuentes never loses a Nick Fuentes is one of the biggest pieces of like the enemy of the enemy is my friend. That's fair. That's probably what it is. But yes, no hyperbole. Like, this goes back to what we talked about with Tim Pool, right? The dude has no spine. The dude has no spine. Yes, Ye acted like a child. Kanye acted like a child. But when he had Nick Fuentes on there, he goes, people call you a white nationalist with no proof. Oh, buddy, there's proof. There's so much proof. Like, you don't need to even look hard. You can find it everywhere. Fucking spineless dweeb. No spine in here either. That's right. That's right.
Said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
What the fuck, you guys? Have you ever seen something like this? Like, honestly, Nick Fuentes is the definition of an incel. We throw that incel around too much. Yes, absolutely we do. He literally just said like 2 days ago having sex with women is gay. Like, I'm the most straight dude of all because I don't have sex with women. It's gay if you have sex with women. You know, you're a little bit gay if you want to cuddle with a woman. That's totally gay. What? What is wrong with you? Legitimately, in your head, what the fuck is going on that you think I have? No, he wasn't being sarcastic. Did you see the clip? I will send it to you if he was being 100% serious. It was fucking insane, and it's not the first time. Like, he's gotten caught. I have an idea. I know what it is, right? He's gotten caught with specific types of porn that would lead me to think he's projecting. That's the most I'll say there. But no, Fuentes has always said this. Oh, he has? I thought that was new. People who throw around the word Nazi at others were the same people who wanted to unvax in concentration camps. Was that actually a thing? Come on now. Like, if there's like 7 people, you can't hype. Like, just like with this situation, you don't want me to say all right-wingers are racist because these ones are. Then don't say all left-leaning, all liberal, all blah, blah, blah. Wanted people in concentration camps when it was like 7 people on Twitter. Who fucking cares? Ignore them. They were doing that with Black Panther too. Like, all the videos were like, we're white, so we're not allowed to go see it. Bro, you're letting one person make up your mind? One TikTok girl make up your mind? What are you fucking for? Like, when I was in kindergarten, I was telling bitches to fuck off. I'm not worried about some girl on TikTok. Dave Chappelle said something about Kanye has to do with what's going on. And it's, oh, I seen that. Was it the SNL thing? I actually was surprised because, to my understanding, the whole thing was he kind of fucked with them, right? He gave them the opening script and then did a different one live, and there was nothing he could do about it. I'm pretty sure that Dave Chappelle gives no fucks now either, right? He's been canceled a million times and is still sitting pretty. That's why, like, this cancel culture, like, everyone's like, oh, I've been canceled. What? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Now, Kanye, I mean, as of right now, has been canceled. Like, this is the definition of canceling. This is. Dave Chappelle still getting work is not canceled. TikTok, the app for a generation with the 30-second attention span. Oh my God, Helmet, that's so funny. Because I look at TikTok quite a bit. Like they do really great like edits and fan edits and stuff like that. And I like that kind of stuff. And I do look at TikTok more than I probably should. But there was one video the other day. I think it was the redhead I watched named Chasing Oz. And it was 3 minutes long. And I was like, too fucking long. Next. Yes. That's so bad. That's so bad. Kanye needs to be sent to Arkham. Yes.
I like Hitler.
I don't like Hitler. And I know you're trying to be shocking with that.
I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler. I do not. The Holocaust is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. And Hitler has a lot of redeeming qualities.
Bro. Okay. Damn it. It's not on here. You know what? The reason I knew about this yesterday is because the Quartering did a video and he has in the beginning of his thing, and we'll watch it there. And I don't like the Quartering, but he's fast on news and I'm super fucking slow. I want to show you one part because he keeps saying the facts, right? He keeps saying the facts. The Quartering. Everyone's gonna see my recommendation and be like, oh my God, she's like bread tube. She's got Vosh and
countdown. 10.
I don't know who the other one was. She's got Vosh and Xanderhall.
That's right. You're not Hitler.
Just to be clear, this is his video. Being fair here, giving credit. I just seen this yesterday and I was shocked. Like fucking shocked. Come on, can you do that for me? There we go. Some of it'll be a rehash, but there are parts about Ben Shapiro I wanted to show you guys. And then there's one part about microphone and stuff I wanted to talk about too. Because he keeps saying the facts, right? Oh, yes. Yes, Black Phoenix. You are absolutely correct. We cannot forget that. He literally said slavery was a choice. I think it was in a TMZ interview. Slavery was a choice. Both parties are corrupt, but in terms of ideology, vastly different. The left are pro-choice, pro-gay, pro-marriage, pro-education, pro-science, pro-Medicare, Social Security, universal health, just human rights in general. It's really weird to me. It's like this push and pull between people that want to have you keep your rights or give them, and the ones that want to take them away. It's very, very weird to me. We need to get Kanye some help. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing we can do about it, though. That's the thing. People that are close to him, and I think Milo Yiannopoulos, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, Milo Yiannopoulos is his PR manager or some sort of manager. And he's clearly not making choices with his best intentions in mind. Clearly not making good choices for him or helping him make these choices. He's doing this in a very exploitative kind of way, which doesn't surprise me. It's Milo, right? Milo for a long time was one of the good gays for the Republican Party, remember? But now he's straight and his husband is now his roommate. It's a very weird situation. I don't know much about Milo, but he clearly doesn't have his health in mind. And that's, beyond repair. Absolutely.
Hitler, you're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also.
This is a meme. So, but there are parts in here that I didn't have in that other article, which was the article that had the most clips that are in here that I want to show you. So I apologize if we went through them, but.
I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell
Bro!
me you can love us.
Why is that?
And you
God. I'm sorry. This is fucking nightmare fuel. I can't look at it. I can't look at that movie. It's fucking nightmare fuel. Why the fuck? I know I did this before when I seen it, but why the fuck was that in your B-roll? Why would that even be thought of? Fucking disgusting.
highways invented the very microphone that I use as a musician. You can't say out.
Okay, there he said it. That's what I want to show you.
Highways invented the very microphone that I use as a musician.
No, he did not. He keeps saying, this is factually. 6 million people factually didn't die. This is factual. And then spouts off some random ass bullshit that is factually incorrect. They didn't invent the highways. Oh, there was no highways, no roads before Hitler. Think about that logically. I think he's trying to talk about the Autobahn. That's my guess. But stop it. That's not true. And it's not true about the microphone. Like the microphone, they're not even quite sure who invented it, but it wasn't. In no way, shape, or form are those things even credited to the Nazi Party. Like, there are things that are. Oh, I can't remember. There were Nazis that after the war worked for the American government, and then there was it's like Project Paperclip or Staple or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It's been a long time since I've been in school. Give me a break. I'm old. But no, absolutely, factually incorrect. Good morning, Hominus. Rome had highways as far back as 218 BC. Yes. Operation Paperclip. I said project. My apologies. I am old. It's been way too fucking long. Over 10 years since I've been in high school. No, there were roads. Like, people believe that. Like, the only thing I can think of is he's talking about the Autobahn, and he thinks that that's the... I don't know.
You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one? Ari Emanuel, how you like that one? Hey, Ron, you gonna do anything to fix Chicago?
What's weird to me is he mentioned those. I feel like he only knows a few things. He's been hand-fed, cherry-picked information to use as talking points. Because he mentioned those exact two names, and one was an advisor for Trump, and one was something to do with the army for Obama. But he never mentions anyone else, right? And he mentioned them in both interviews. It seems very clear somebody is giving him information, very incomplete information, in order to radicalize him further. And it's very weird to me.
Rahm Emanuel was right there next to Obama. Jared Kushner was right there next to Trump. What are those?
If I would have literally waited 2 seconds, I wouldn't have had to try to remember.
Two Zionists. No one in high school knew what the word anti-Semitic was until Ye made it popular.
What? Kanye West thinks he single-handedly made the word anti-Semitic popular. He thinks, what the fuck? Bro, stop it.
What? I'm out, man. I'm stripping.
And you got a little bit of the Hitler fetish going on.
It's not a fetish.
1 minute later.
Ben Shapiro's cardio.
Listen to this. Like, I'm not a Ben Shapiro fan. That's very clear, right? Like, I don't vehemently hate him like I do Matt Walsh, but I'm not a Ben Shapiro fan. I don't like him. I think he has this kind of faux intelligence about him. Like, he does the same thing Crowder does, right? Go to colleges for college kids and debates them. But like Crowder, when Sam Cedar wanted to debate him, he ran like a chicken shit, right? So it's a very faux intelligence, but doesn't make this any less racist. Doesn't make this any less racist.
It's not a fetish.
1 minute later.
Ben Shapiro's cardio is picking up shackles. Shapiro can tell how much change is in your pocket just from hearing a jingle. Shapiro is just mad that Kyrie won't sign his basketball. Back to you, Alex.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I do know that he and Shapiro got into a bit of a spat, to my understanding. Shapiro's getting money from Ron DeSantis' campaign fund to push him further, right? He got $100,000. And to help, because, Ron DeSantis wants to run for presidency, so they get YouTubers in their pocket. I hate to break it to you guys, but all of these political pundits have, if you don't think that Tim Pool wasn't getting money directly from the Trump campaign, you are insane. Like, you are absolutely insane. But it came out that Ben Shapiro was getting money from Ron DeSantis' campaign. And Kanye called him out for it and said something like, you dropped me for this Ron DeSantis money or something. And he's like, no, you did all this yourself. You ruined yourself. You ruined your own image. I didn't have to do that for you. You did it. It is funny, though, that like, when it comes to Ben Shapiro, I guess they edited out a large portion of the interview with Kanye that they initially did, and instead of, they pretend, right, that they're the free speech ones. Okay, all right. Kanye versus Shapiro in a gladiator fight. Who wins? Is it a word? Is it a fight? Or is it a battle of words? Because if it's amount of words, Shapiro's got that, right? If it's insanity or factual non-facts, Kanye's got that.
And the Nazis.
The audience wins. That's the best fucking answer. That is the best answer. I didn't even think about that. That was good. Celebrity Deathmatch MTV. Do you remember that? Do you remember how good that show was? Like, I remember being so excited and then so offended when they did it was like Marilyn Manson versus Hanson. And I was like 10, really young, thinking like, oh my God, this is going to be so cute. My naivete. And then they ripped Hanson apart and they died. And I was like, no, I know they're clay, but it was so cool. Oh, that was a good show. I forgot all about that.
You were thugs that shook people down, did a lot of really bad things.
But they did good things too. We're going to stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
You got a little bit of Hitler fetish going on.
Milo's Jewish. I love Milo. Dave
I didn't know that.
Went on a Jewish platform and said, they dropped that nigga. Dave should.
What the fuck? What the fuck, you guys? You didn't have to retract your message. I did love Hanson. Alex's face. I know. Like, it's so fucking mind-blowing that you could do this. You could make Alex Jones speechless. The man that owes $1.5 billion because of running his own mouth with the Sandy Hook stuff. But
Chappelle does not believe in God and does not believe in Jesus. These are the kind of black leaders that the Zionists put in front of us. You cannot cause free thought. We have to control the history books. We have
Do you see what's happening in front of you? Do you see what's happening in front of you? Oh my God. Like, he thought it was funny to make fun of Netanyahu by having Alex must have called his lawyer immediately after the show. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, he made a Netanyahu puppet. Oh my God. I don't, like, sometimes you see something so fucking awful.
In a little while, hopefully you're going to take the mask off, because is this actually yay here?
Is he trying to put plausible deniability? Is this actually yay here? What was that? The stuff he said, like, it blows. Oh, why is this still going? I didn't realize this was going down here. We're watching a man descend into derangement. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's really sad. The thing that bugs me the most about it is that the people around him, bye Zeke, thank you for stopping by. The people around him don't care. The people around him aren't taking care of somebody that clearly is having mental issue. That doesn't excuse what he said. I'm not saying that. But people should still, at the very minimum, take care of him. But what does something like this cause? Honestly, in your mind. Bye, Carrie. Have fun at work. Honestly, I want you guys to think about it. What does something like this cause? What real world ramifications could this have? Now, we don't know, right? As of right now, this is all brand new. But I think it's an interesting conversation to be had because we're already seeing some of the effects of it. And I am going to show you a video that Robert sent me here in a minute to show you. But the people that lives were affected by the Holocaust are, I hope never see this. I hope never see this, right? I hope for their own well-being, they never see this. It is very hard to watch stuff. And I hope that people don't take him seriously. Now, I don't, like, in my relatively sane mind, depending on who you ask on the internet, I'm a crazy bitch, I'm an SJW, I'm a right-wing nut, I'm this. But in my mind right now, I would never take that seriously. I would never take that seriously. But when this still, remember the DeathCon tweet that Kanye sent out that started all of this, where he said he was going that on you know what I mean. Basically, at that point in time, Kanye had more followers than there were Jewish people. When you have that sort of influence, it's really scary, right? You're a public persona shaping in, and again, like Iron Spider said, Kanye West is nuts right now, but that doesn't mean some people won't take him seriously. And that's what's scary about it. He got rid of the dog whistle. He said what they've been trying to say, what some of them, now obviously not all of them, right? You even saw like Tim Pool push back on it, right? But what is that? How does that influence? There are a lot of kids who love Kanye. Exactly, Fabio. That's what's scary about it. Yesterday, the amazing Lucas, let's see here, pushed back against the caller saying that Hitler is in hell. Lucas said, maybe he repented, which means he's in heaven. Okay. Lucas has lost it. It's really weird. I'll stand by what I said. The stuff he did for the Black community, the ways he tries to help people, I appreciate, and I think that's really good. Lucas clearly he's a bit racist. Not a bit. He's a lot racist. And he's really gone in. I think him losing Kanye to all of this, he can't admit defeat. He can't admit he was wrong. I've fucked up before. We've all fucked up before. You just do your best to learn from it. And he can't. He's lost it. He's fucking lost it. And I would never say that. I don't think he's changed. I don't know. And that's a shame, because even 2 weeks ago, I was saying how much I really liked his channel. And just watching him descend into this Kanye capery, this Kanye bullshittery it's sad to kind of see. And I wonder, like, the way he caped for Kanye in his one video about the Tim Pool situation was clear that he was so jealous, and it's really sad to see. But I've always said he's abhorrent when it comes to the LGBT community. Now it just seems to have reached out otherwise. Albus, thank you so much. What pisses me off the most, he's making Alex fucking Jones look sane. That makes Alex Jones pass himself off as mainstream. Oh, I never even thought about that. Yeah, he by reflection, he made Alex look good. And that's just bad in the long run. He's crazy, plain and simple. Facts. Thank you so much, Albus. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So if this is somebody's first interaction with Alex Jones, they're gonna go, okay, well, he's a normal dude, right? He looks sane. He's pushing back. Now, no. I always find it funny when you see like that. Turn the freaking frog's cake. You know the meme I'm talking about. I know you do. Wow, so this is good for Alex. Exactly. Yeah. It would be kind of crazy for somebody to actually tell Alex that there's like thousands of species that are actually queer. Like, there is actually like gay lions, and like they don't reproduce, obviously, but there are queer animals. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. That's a whole nother conversation, but it's a death knell for Donald Trump. You know what? We just talked about how Shapiro was bought and paid for by Ron DeSantis. I don't know. My conspiracy brain starts going. And wondered if some of this, a lot of penguins are gay. Yes, absolutely. And they're lifers too, right? They're lifers. I always tell you how my cats are gay. I always say they're confused, but they're gay. Regardless, another conversation for another day. But yeah, my conspiracy brain starts going. My conspiracy brain. No, Tris, it was a chemical company polluted. I don't know though. I actually don't know the backstory behind that meme, but there is gay animals. Like I was just joking around. Shapiro has sold its soul. Oh yeah. Wait. Do you think that's? I'm not being mean, Fabio, but that's not new. Like, I think it was Secular Talk that did a video about it. I can find it. Yeah, Shapiro gets money from Ron DeSantis. From his campaign. If you don't think that these political pundits are getting money from campaigns, you guys are crazy. Like, absolutely, Tim Pool is getting paid. Absolutely. Candace Owens. And I don't even know any of the political pundits, you guys. Like, the one I hate is Matt Walsh. Is there left-wing ones? The Young Turks. Absolutely, they're getting money. No, maybe not Young Turks, because they fucking hate Biden too. I can't think of any more on that side. Anyone know any? I don't know. I watch some on both sides, but Jordan Peterson? No, I don't know about Jordan. Well, he works for Daily Wire, so yeah, they get money from the DeSantis people. But when I was talking about, is their left wings media the one, the entire media? You do know, Eric, that Fox is the biggest news corporation, right? Fox, right? I'm sure MSNBC and stuff is. I was talking more along the lines of YouTubers. The Young Turks is being paid by Bernie Sanders. That I could see, right? Right? I don't know. I don't watch enough of other stuff to know. I will say that I watched the video where, was it, I don't know how to say, is it Shank Uber? Was talking about Tim Pool, and I couldn't have agreed with him more. Fuck Tim Pool. Fucking terrible person. A news source spoke to NBC News. Trump has directed his anger at West. He tried to fuck me. He's crazy. He can't beat me. Wow. Chink Uger. Hey, I still don't know how to say it. You type it. I still don't know how to say it. All right. The reason I asked you guys, do you think Sam Cedar is also being paid? Sam Cedar, this is gonna show my bias, but I like Majority Report a lot. I don't know. I honestly don't. Sank Uger. Okay, thank you, Eric. I don't know. That would be something I would be very interested in knowing. But I hope not. I wish I knew. Okay. So the reason I asked you guys what kind of real world consequences could we see from something like this? And I don't think it's going to be grand. I don't think anything like that. Could it start something? Sure. But as far as real world political pundits, we're already seeing it begin. Knox 2024. That's right. It's where my vote's going. And I want to show you this because it's freaking gross. Again, with the bullshit of, even in that video that I showed you earlier, what was it? The one with the meme in the beginning, the quartering, right? Even in any, it's like, I can understand, maybe not all Nazis were bad. What? Fuck off. Everybody has a price, the $1 million man. Just depends on what's yours, right? Your vote is secure with Knox. Yes! Steven Crowder is like I hate Matt Walsh. Most deplorable person on YouTube. Still monetized, but I got demonetized. Right? Okay. Steven is a close second. I shouldn't say these things out loud because I know I lose, subscribers and whatever. I don't care. I don't, when it comes to him, I would say the thing that really made me dislike him was how, I don't hate all conservatives. That is an absolute lie. You know better, Otis. Was him being a grape apologist and saying, oh, this girl was like throwing a fit and saying she was being traumatized. And he's like, oh, what did he say? Something along the lines of, nobody would want to rape her. What the fuck is wrong with you? And just spouted out a bunch of nonsense that wasn't true about how rape is not a power thing, right? Fucking nonsense that wasn't true. Like, why, if it was about how, if it was about a power thing, why didn't all of the, what are they? Victoria's Secret models. Why don't they complain about sexual harassment? They fucking do. They fucking do. Like, look it up. It was one of the worst videos I had seen on YouTube ever. And it's traumatizing, right? It's just actually someone got in trouble for the same thing. I can't take them seriously after that. Nor do I really need to, because I don't watch them, but I just was shocked, right? Joe Rogan exposed one of his lies. And are you talking about Matt Walsh, Fabio? Oh my God, that is the clip that will forever live rent free. That will forever live rent free in my head. And because Matt Walsh is like, millions of kids are getting these trans surgery because they want to make Pfizer rich. They fact check them, right? Oh my God. Oh, puberty blockers. That's exactly what it was. They fact check them and they look up that right around 120,000 people actually have gender dysphoria. Only about 4,000, and I could be a little bit off on my numbers here, between 4,000 and 5,000 since 2015 have actually had any sort of puberty blockers or anything. That's less than 1,000 a year, less than 1,000 a year. And he said millions. He's a scumbag that wants you to, like, his whole thing here, his whole shtick is hatred of trans people. I don't get it. Why do you care? Why the fuck do you care? Honestly, if they're happy and they're living their best life, why do you care? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Fucking gross. And then Matt Walsh just recently, they found a soundbite of him excusing rape. Again, excusing it, justifying Harvey Weinstein and being really fucking gross about the age of consent. Fucking nasty ass people. But this is what stuff like Kanye causes, stuff like this.
I don't think he hates Jewish people. I think he's been wronged. And I think that he's aiming sometimes a howitzer. He's being imprecise.
Right, yes.
But he's not wrong about everything. Look, is there a conversation to be had about secular humanists with Jewish last names in Hollywood exploiting people in positions?
Did you catch that? Secular humanist with Jewish last names. So he gets to decide. Steven Crowder will decide your fate. Okay, your faith. He gets to decide. Secular humanist with Jewish last name.
Of, the performance arts talent. Yeah. And by the way, that happens in the conservative movement too, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
People sign contracts where they don't know what they're signing. Yeah, it's true. Is there a disproportionate number of people with Jewish last names in higher banking? That's an argument that can be made. I don't think he hates Jewish people. I think he's been wronged, and I think that he's...
And then it becomes mainstream, right? Even if you didn't see the Kanye stuff and you see this, you're going to look it up. What is he talking about, right? What the fuck happened? What did I miss? How the fuck does he know is exactly right, Belle? Secular humanist. Secular humanist. It's trans activists that I don't know if you're being a smartass or not, but what did they do to you? Like, there's not that many trans people out there. I don't understand why you find it a problem. Just leave them alone and let them live their life. That's literally all they want. Same with queer people, same with white people, same with black people. They just want to live their life and have the same rights as everyone else. It's really scary, the timeline that we're living in right now. I have never, ever, never seen our world so hateful and so divided. There are some trans activists. Absolutely there is. There's also some white nationalists that are kind of radical, like the Buffalo shooter. or the person that just shot up Club Q. We had this conversation in the very beginning. There are bad apples in every group. Don't let it spoil all of it for you. Don't take out your hatred because there's one bad person. Don't let it get to you. And I don't know how people can get that message across. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not okay. Just because you're not okay with it doesn't mean it's not okay for somebody else. James is right. Humanity needs to come together. And it's fucking December. We're a little bit over 3 weeks from Christmas, and I've never seen the world this divided. I never said he was a white nationalist. He was not a non-binary person until the day that he was convicted. Like, his dad literally used he pronouns. His mom, the day before, used he pronouns. He did. Even if he was non-binary, that doesn't mean he wasn't hateful. That doesn't mean anything. Like, you're telling me there's nobody in the LGBT community on the right? I think Dave Rubin would be a little taken back by that statement. There's bad apples in every group. There needs to be a way for all of us to take a step back. Even if it's every time you talk to somebody online, you kill them with kindness, even if they're being mean. Just fucking take one step today. One, whose fault is it the world is in this state? I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. I don't. When did it get this bad? And we were past all this stuff. We weren't past it. There was still a lot of homophobes, but I feel like the racism is a lot worse. A lot worse. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Take your day and just be nice. Just be nice to one person today. One fucking person that you wouldn't normally. It's Eric's fault. We figured it out. One fucking person. That's all I ask. I'll see you guys in the